What up, everyone? I'm back with the car chat. I tried again to make like another video, but I suck. Like I'm not good at this, but I'm gonna keep working, right? That's all it's about. So what I want to talk about today is actually something I posted earlier on my Twitter account, which is Ulrich_19. If you're interested in following that. Yeah, I posted something that 3 ways to build consistency, and I had 3 tips, and the 3 tips were: 1, build a home gym; number 2, find a community; and number 3, set a long-term goal. And so, consistency is something that you hear trainers and dietitians talk about consistently, funny enough. So being consistent is truly the most effective road to success, whether it's strength, endurance, nutrition, success in business. It's consistency. It's little things every single day, every single week, every single month, a year, etc. And it's just little habits built on each other over and over again. And so how do you be consistent though? Right? And I'm going to speak to the realms of fitness because that's my specialty. That's where I'm an expert in. And so to start, the police are coming by. To start building a home gym. And immediately I saw a comment like, hey, not everyone can do that. And I 100% disagree. And, during this 2020 lockdown, I'm in Toronto and we were locked down for 4 months. And I had a ton of members who, in fact, had to be stuck inside for 4 months, myself included. And so our home gyms might have been a dumbbell. Some people just had a kettlebell. I saw some people, they did makeshift sandbags where they kind of grabbed sand from a toy box and they just did that. And that was their equipment. That was their home gym. That's what they had. That, maybe a stoop to do some box jumps. And that worked for them. That's what got them really fit. And in fact, some of them will even tell you they got even fitter during quarantine. And it could have been for a bunch of reasons, right? It could have been because they were sleeping better, they had more control over their food, their dietary habits. And so that's pretty cool. So building a home gym is key, right? You might have a dusty piece of equipment, a plate. And if not, that's fine. Start super cheap. Ask a friend, hey, do you have an ab wheel? Hey, do you have a cheap rusty dumbbell that I could borrow? And start there. Because building a good home gym is going to take years and years. And trust me, I know that the prices of some of these equipment, which is why I say start small. Start small. Because if you have equipment at home, you minimize your excuses for why you cannot work out. Because if I get home and I have one 20-pound dumbbell, and say you're a part of a community, you're part of a gym, and they program something, you can makeshift something. You can create something different that looks like the workout you were going to do at home, at the gym. Or you can just do some simple curls and thrusters and squats and do 1 minute of each for 3 rounds. That's 9 minutes. You're done. You got fitter that day. So that's not advice number 1, right? Start building a home gym. Minimize your excuses. Even if you go to a gym, start something. Tip number 2, find a community. A community could be anything. For me, I'm part of a gym where I have a large community, close to, I guess post-COVID, I have about 200 people now. But those people keep you accountable to showing up every single day. And so why not have a training partner or a community of people who want you to succeed? And they're going to almost draw you in, because what they're going to do is they're going to text you and they're going to be like, hey, where are you? I miss you, and things like that. And so that community, when you're gone for a week or 2, is actually going to hold you and keep you coming back. So I find having people that hold you accountable is key. Lastly, have a long-term goal, right? A super, super simple long-term goal. I want to, I always tell people, I want to take out my own trash when I'm 80. It's such a simple goal. But if I think about what it takes to take out the trash, I think about things like I got to walk down a set of stairs with some weight. I have to be able to throw this over this garbage bin. And so I'm always going to go back to that, which when I look at how simple that goal is, that simple short-term long goal, I'm like, okay, you know what? That event's going to take about 60 seconds. Why don't I just do 60 seconds of push-ups, 60 seconds of burpees that day? And for some people, it's like, that's it. But really, if that's all you're doing that day, then that's better than nothing. And so having a long-term goal, something to sit back on, you'll hear a lot of people have a strong why. And, for me, throwing out the garbage at 80 years old is a very strong why for me, because that means I'm going to be independent. I don't have to rely on someone else to do that. And the reason that's important for me is because I had to take out the trash for my neighbors who were older. And I that made me think, like, I don't want to be that. I want to do that on my own. And so that requires a ridiculous amount of consistency, because that goal for me is, 43, 53, whatever. It's a long time away still. But I go back to that, which means I just got to do something. So, I kind of rapid fired through this. But really 3 simple keys to consistency. Start building your home gym. Little brain fire. Start building a home gym. Find a community. Find people that keep you accountable. And lastly, find a good long-term goal. Something that's going to drive you and inspire you to minimize your excuses. So that's all I got for you for the car chat. Hope you enjoy it. Subscribe, like, and hopefully I'll see you sooner than later.